So when I started, I think The Guardian was in a really interesting spot. So it's not fair to say The Guardian was not doing anything digital. If anything, they had been very early on in their embracing of digital. So I was very fortunate that The Guardian had lots of digital nous and enthusiasm and excitement. But actually what it needed was steering in the right direction, both in terms of the strategy, both in terms of the skill set, and finally in terms of the execution. The digital strategy we pursued in terms of our products was to ensure that we could get the journalism in the hands of our users. So we embarked upon rebuilding the whole product portfolio to ensure that we had the right apps, the right website, the right presence on places like Google and Facebook to reach the users and also to engage them and hopefully bring them back to The Guardian time and time again. The other thing I would mention is that it wasn't just building products that were great for the users outside The Guardian. We realised that we had to build great products inside The Guardian for the journalists because the role of a journalist was changing so dramatically, but they had the same old clunky content management systems that really supported the days of the newspaper.
My first job obviously was first to set up a digital strategy for the company. I think at that time I was in charge of both B2C and B2E aspect. Then at the same time, being in charge of the digital factory, we work on the organization and the setup of this digital factory, which is basically quite unique. 360 team at the HQ level, kind of the Noah's Ark, as they call it, a mix of people coming from IT, coming from sales, coming from marketing, coming from product, and so on. And then thirdly, obviously try to undertake some pieces of digital transformation. So on the B2C side, very much focus on launching a mobile strategy, launching a social strategy, developing a global platform standardization, which then evolves throughout the time with a pretty important strategic alliance project called Helios that I undertook with my colleague from Nissan, aiming at basically having our over 300 websites across the globe for the 6 brands of the alliance under one single platform. And to finish more lately, for the past, I would say 12 to 18 months, working with different counterparts, including people from the strategy department on the kind of like more medium long-term vision in terms of digital strategy and digital acceleration, bringing some input on the way Renault potentially is going to be disrupt on one hand, or opportunities coming from digital, especially in terms of new business model.